Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
I'm Vinzo, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're talking about a topic that's near and dear to many of our hearts: DACA, the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. You might have heard the news recently that DACA recipients are being detained by federal immigration officials despite having protection from deportation under the program. It's a concerning trend that highlights just how precarious the situation is for these young people who were brought to this country as children. So, why are Republicans hesitant to support a permanent solution for DACA recipients? The answer lies in President Trump's stance on immigration enforcement. According to Abigail Jackson, a White House spokesperson, Trump's top priority is cracking down on dangerous, violent, illegal criminal aliens flooding across the southern border. It's clear that the Trump administration views DACA recipients as a liability, not as vulnerable kids who deserve protection. But what about Republicans like Rep. Maria Elvira Salazar, who have signed onto bills providing a pathway to legal status for DACA recipients? They're still waiting on President Trump to signal his willingness to negotiate a deal. As one strategist pointed out, the Trump administration's position on immigration is that shutting the border is the only thing that matters. This is a classic case of the bipartisan Republican coalition shrinking over time. In 2017, 34 Republicans signed onto a letter urging House Speaker Paul Ryan to pass a permanent fix for DACA. But now, that number has dwindled to just 8 voting members in the House. Meanwhile, Democrats and immigration advocates are sounding the alarm. Without a bipartisan solution, these young people will continue to live in fear of deportation. It's time for Republicans to join Democrats at the negotiating table and find common ground on this issue. In fact, some Republicans have already taken steps to try to bridge the gap. Rep. Brian Fitzpatrick, a member of the Problem Solvers Caucus, has announced his support for DACA recipients. And earlier this year, the caucus sent a letter to the White House requesting a meeting to discuss a bipartisan compromise on immigration. So what's holding back President Trump from taking action? According to Todd Schult, president of FWDS, an immigration advocacy organization, it all comes down to getting a strong directive from the president. If he snaps his fingers and says, "Let's talk," then tomorrow we'll have an intelligent conversation about finding a solution for DACA recipients. The problem is that enthusiasm is low in the Senate, where any measure needs bipartisan support. Senators like Lindsey Graham and Tom Tillis are prioritizing enforcement over legalization. And Sen. John Cornyn has made it clear that he believes others have come before DACA recipients in terms of immigration priorities. So what's next for DACA? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: these young people deserve our compassion, our empathy, and our support. They're not illegals or aliens. They're Americans who were brought to this country as children. It's time for us to start treating them with the dignity and respect they deserve. That's all for today's episode of Vinzo. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.